What is up, everybody? The morning of July 9th, 2025 here, and Funcom has just put out a statement regarding a whole bunch of stuff. First and foremost, they address the PvP control points that spawned on top of PvE bases, which wasn't supposed to happen until the next Coriolis storm, and the patch kind of messed that up. They also address hacking, dupes, account banning, and a whole bunch of other stuff in this update. This is mostly about them addressing launch issues and pressure points that have spun up since the game went live, which kudos to them for keeping a clear line of communication open. Also, they're doing a great job of reimbursing players who have lost vehicles due to zone crashes and things of that nature. So they are keeping an active eye on things. I'll let them speak to it though in their own words. So let's scroll through here. Hello, sleepers. On Monday the 7th of July, we have an apology. We patched out a layout change to the deep desert yesterday, which caused 2 days ago, excuse me, which caused several areas of the deep desert to become PvP enabled, which was an oversight in our development process and internal communications, which led to people suffering an unfortunate amount of lost bases and equipment. The change was intended to happen with the next Coriolis cycle and not impact the ongoing cycle. So it's a bug. It happened. Something got, wires got crossed in communication. We're incredibly sorry this happened, and we want to acknowledge that this should have been handled better. We've changed our internal processes. As a result of this, we'll be better in the future. We are working to reimburse vehicles and items to the best of our ability to players who were impacted by this. You can expect the reimbursed materials, items, and vehicle components to show up in the game under the Claim Rewards tabs by the end of this week. So again, if you are someone who happened to have this happen to you, um, they will be working on reimbursing people to the best of their abilities. Now, not everything is always going to be replaceable, but for what they can replace, they are actively working on doing so for the players impacted. As we approach the end of the launch phase, we wanted to take a moment to discuss some of the other issues that are happening to the game. Our primary focus, which continues over the next weeks and months, will be to remove all identified exploits, such as third-party cheat engines, client hacks, or in-game exploitations of game mechanics. In addition, we'll be hard at work improving the game, adding quality of life features, and addressing critical gameplay issues. We have zero tolerance for this type of player behavior that has an impact on the experience of other players, and we will continue to focus on ensuring that players can enjoy the game as it is intended. If you see someone cheating or exploiting, please report them to us using the available reporting channels. We have taken action on several hundred players who have abused exploits, cheats, and hacks, and there will be more waves of bans coming as we identify further culprits. We have identified the following exploits thus far: account permission spoofing, building dismantling, item duplication, increased damage, insta-kill attacks, vehicle inventory, VBT, item duplication, vehicle ownership takeover, projectile weapon rapid fire, rockets for ornithopters, and durability repair. We have a team of dedicated we have a team dedicated exclusively to fighting hackers and fixing exploits. Over the next few patches, they will be introducing additional efforts to prevent exploits by increasing security on several client-server communication layers, performing additional penetration testing against common attack vectors, and auditing our item and inventory systems to make sure they are resistant to item duplication. This goes back to what I was saying the other day. Um, People who cheat get caught. It's not worth doing it. This company, like every other company who runs a live service game, is actively monitoring these situations and will address things as they come up. It takes time to fix things sometimes. Um, but here's the thing: cheaters never win, kids. Just remember that. Cheaters never win. They always get caught. And we were talking about this the other day too in stream and in the guild Discord. It's like, what's the point of cheating in a video game? Like, you don't get anything of it. It's not like cheating in the real world where, like, you cheat at the casino, maybe you walk away with $100,000, and it's like you cheat in a video game, you don't actually get anything. It's just pixels. Like, um, item and vehicle loss. We apologize to people who have lost vehicles or other resources due to various bugs in the game. These events can be thorny to untangle because there are legitimate item losses. There is legitimate item loss due to game mechanics, which makes it difficult to identify item losses due to bugs. At launch, we lacked the tooling and logging to identify and reimburse all circumstances of item loss, but we have been working on improving our tools so we can better reimburse players for vehicle loss due to bugs. There's a backlog of customer support requests, so we beg your patience while waiting for tickets to be resolved. Our aim is to resolve support tickets as quickly as possible, including tickets that were closed near launch when we weren't able to properly reimburse players. If you have lost a vehicle to a bug and require assistance, please submit a ticket in-game and include the vehicle type, tier, and when and how you lost the vehicle. The development team has also been working to address the root causes of item loss in the game. We have a dedicated team focused on mitigating vehicle item loss on server crashes, disconnects, server mesh transfers, and traveling between maps. To our players, we appreciate you and your continued support. We have a lot of exciting things planned for Dune Awakening, and despite a few bumps in the road, we're really excited for what the future holds. We hope you are as well. Sincerely, Joel, Vlad, Scott, Ole, and the Funcom team. I mean, for me, like I said, I'm 300 hours into the game now, 300-ish hours. I have not had a single issue other than Joel was actually watching when it happened. I think it was 4 or 5 days after launch. There was a quest I was doing as part of the main storyline, and I got to the NPC having a conversation with the NPC, and he wouldn't trigger during dialogue, and there was like a server hiccup happening, and all I had to do was relog out, log out of the game, log back in, kill the client, restart the client, and it worked. That's the only thing I've seen since launch. I've not seen any dupes, I've not seen any exploits, but I am not in the deep desert doing PvP, and I know that that's where a lot of that stuff is happening. So it's good to know that they are addressing this kind of stuff. They are continuing to stay on top of things as they have been since launch. So great communication from the Funcom team. I look forward to seeing and hearing more from them. And of course, continuing to play the game because I'm having a great time. And we are just now getting into the Lance Red, finally, with our guild. So see you guys in the next one. Daily streams, 4:35 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, and Steam with this game. We're also on the Steam page, thanks to Funcom. And I'll catch everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.